someone made a really poor parallel that I'd like to address. He said, and this is on Jewish Journal, this is what he said. The term Jewish Christian is quite interesting. One is either Jewish, born to a Jewish mother, or had an authentic conversion, or follows the Christian faith. But a Jew who follows the Christian faith is still just Jewish. A circle can be also a square. Likewise, a Christian who takes upon himself Jewish ideas without conversion is still only a Christian. To quote from Malachi 1:18-21, "Until when are you hopping between two ideas? If the Lord is God, go after him. And if the Baal, go after him." Here's the problem. Making a parallel between Jesus and Baal is a really poor making of a parallel. And to continue, I'm going to point to a couple other comments in that same entry. Let's go to this one, for example. If Matthew 5:17 is any indication of Yeshua's true intent, perhaps we ought to let him speak for himself. Do not think that I have come to abolish the law or the prophets. I have not come to abolish them, but to fulfill them. The Torah was given by Moshe to lay down God's expectations for a new humanity. The prophets were sent to remind us of these. Yeshua is yet the only Jew with the stated intention to fulfill these expectations. If Jesus were to Baal, he would say, let's not fulfill Torah, let's not whatever, let's not follow anything that Torah says. And that's a whole different discussion, by the way, for those who are saying, well, what about those who say we don't have to keep Torah anymore? Again, that's another discussion. I've addressed it before, and in case you do have questions about that, we'll get to that later. I'll refer you to a link on my blog. And then there's another comment I want to get to really quickly. Either that or I deleted the comment by mistake. Well, I didn't delete it as in delete it completely. But here's what one person said. This is probably the best way to handle the issue if you don't believe that Jesus is the Messiah. Look, guys, no matter how many made-up complexities there are for not recognizing Jesus as a Jew, the historical or legendary fact remains that the guy was Jewish. Boteach says that Jesus loved Israel, and his reinterpretations represent Jewish thinking because of my Jewish upbringing and learning. By the way, this is what this guy says, not me. I can't accept Jesus as a Messiah. Perhaps he was teaching a new way of studying the Torah, but let's face, Jesus, or Joshua as his original Hebrew name was, and Yeshua was a variant of Yehoshua, by the way, was and is recognized as Jewish. Can we all live together in peace, accept that, and move on? And so, as I said, to make the parallel between Baal and Jesus, as this one guy did, is just very poor, very well, as I said, it's a very poor parallel because Jesus was Jewish and Jesus wasn't saying to worship another god. Jesus was just claiming that he's the Messiah. And you can either take or leave it. That's your shtick. But as I said, to compare Jesus to Baal would be, as I said, it's just a very poor parallel. There's really nothing else you can say to that.